Last week, I completed the one car challenge in Need for Speed Heat using the BMW M3 Evo 1988, finishing the entire story without swapping cars. But that got me thinking, what happens if we take all three starter cars and upgrade them to the absolute max? Which one truly reigns supreme? In this video, I'm going to take three starter cars, BMW M3, Nissan 180 SX and Ford Mustang, and upgrade them to their absolute peak performance. That means equipping them with the Ultimate Plus parts, which are the best upgrades available in game. But there's a catch. Ultimate Plus parts can only be unlocked by completing the Heat 3 and Heat 5 races, which are some of the hardest events in Need for Speed Heat. To make things even more challenging, I've decided to complete these races on the highest difficulty setting. On top of that, I'll need a ton of money to afford all the upgrades, so I'll also be grinding races to build up my bank. Let's see if these starter cars can turn into absolute beasts. First things first, before we even think about conquering this challenge, there are a few things we gotta get straight. Step 1. I just wrapped up the one car challenge, Heat Rep level 30, and took on both a Heat level 3 and the Heat level 5 race. After an intense white-knuckle battle with the cops and a few near-heart attacks, I somehow made it back to the garage in one piece. Victory, right? Well, not quite. I popped into the garage expecting to bask in the glory of the new Ultimate parts, but guess what? Nothing, nada. Just Elite parts. Turns out to unlock these sweet Ultimate and Ultimate Plus parts, you gotta hit rep level 50 and finish in the top 5 of Heat races. Luckily, I've been playing this game for a while, so finishing first wasn't exactly a struggle. But grinding up to rep level 50, that's a different story. Time to hit the streets and put in some serious work. Let's get right to it. Alright, so step 1. I had to grind my way up to rep level 50. No shortcuts, no cheats, just pure street racing and a whole lot of police chases. That probably shaved a few years of my life. Step 2. Upgrade the car. Now I could have switched to a faster car. Something with more top speed, better handling, maybe even one that doesn't make me sweat every time I take a sharp turn. But here's the thing. I've been driving the BMW M3 for so long that swapping cars now would be like trying to write with my non-dominant hand. It just wouldn't work. So instead of switching, I went all in and maxed out the M3. If I'm gonna stick with this car, it's gonna be the absolute best version of itself. Think of it like Rocky training montage. But instead of running up the stairs, I'm dumping all my cash into horsepower. And I unlocked all the Elite Plus parts and made my car almost 400 horsepower better. Step 3. The ultimate grind. Getting the parts was technically simple. Win races, survive the night, cash out. In theory, I could earn 2 Ultimate or Ultimate Plus parts per night if everything went smoothly. But there were two problems. The first one is there are about 20 Ultimate and Ultimate Plus parts. 2. I have zero control over which parts I get first. So, if I'm lucky, I could finish in 10 nights, but let's be real, luck is not on my contract, so I braced myself for the worst and started the grind. And grind I did. Race after race, escape after escape, I kept going until I had every single part. On the bright side, all those Heat 3 and Heat 5 races made me a ridiculous amount of money, so I guess the suffering was somewhat profitable. Step 4. Time to have some fun. With all the upgrades unlocked, it was finally time for the best part, testing out different cars and seeing what they could really do. After all that grind, I earned this. Alright, first up we got the BMW M3. This beauty has been my ride or die for a while now. But today we're giving the ultimate glow up. Best engine? Check. Top tier parts? You know it. And of course it's pushing over 400 horsepower. Turning this thing into an absolute street slaying beast. But enough talk, let's see if all this power actually makes a difference or if I just spent a fortune turning my car into a really fast paperweight. Alright, next up, the Nissan 180 SX. This little legend has been a fan favorite for tuners, drifters, and people who enjoy spending all their money on car parts instead of rent. So naturally, I had to max it out with the best engine and parts money can buy. Now, it's packing some serious horsepower, and it's ready to tear up the streets. But will it handle like a dream, or will I be fighting for my life in every corner? Let's find out. And now for the grand finale, the classic Ford Mustang 1966. This thing is a pure muscle car royalty, built for speed, power, and making sure everyone within a 5-mile radius hears you coming. I slapped on the best engine and parts, cranking it into a street-devouring monster. But will it be a smooth ride, or will I be wrestling with the steering wheel like it owes me money? Let's hit the street and find out. Alright, so after putting these three beasts to the test, here's how they stack up. First, the Ford Mustang 1966. Absolute rocket ship. Fastest of the bunch, no question asked. But controlling this thing, that's a whole different story. It's like trying to tame a wild horse that just chugged 3 energy drinks. One wrong move and you're spinning into the nearest wall at light speed. Then we've got the Nissan 180 SX. Easily the best looking car of the three. This thing has style for days. But while it handles great, it just doesn't pack the same punch in the power department. It's like a supermodel at the gym. Looks amazing, but maybe not the strongest lifter. And finally, my personal favorite, the BMW M3. This car just does everything right. Great acceleration, solid top speed, and even when you throw it sideways into a drift, it holds its own like a champ. It's the perfect balance of speed, control, and style, and that's why it's still my go-to ride. And just like that, the starter cars are now absolute beasts. Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, because I do dumb stuff like this all the time. See you next week. Bye bye.